Alright folks, here we are. It's week 10? Oh
Week
my
10.
god, already. Well, we're getting down to the nitty gritty. There'll be 3 weeks left after this before the playoffs. Week 13 is the start of the playoffs, yeah?
Correct, yep.
And we're checking the standings here, and the only real shoe-in to get set up is Scorpions. Got a great record, 13-4. I don't know how the hell you've done it, Nick. You have got a good team, but I'm looking at the points. You've scored the most points, second most points to Matt, but you've had like 1,929, which is just about the lowest amount of points against. So you've had some really good pick-up weeks, so that's working out well in your favour. So
yeah, ballpark, it looks like he's really gotten a benefit of some matchups, but that's just the way it works out. So.
Everybody's got the same kind of thing, so week to week you've done well.
Altogether, though, Nick, I agree, is the only shoe-in for the playoffs, and I would say pretty much actually a #1 seed almost shoe-in. Maybe not yet, but
it's pretty close
a top 2 seed anyway. So he's actually got the week 14.
A couple of more wins, and I think you probably will be the #1. But we'll see how it goes.
And then in the rest of that division, you got Pork Chops.
Unbelievable. Pork Chops is still up there, winning record, and he's got more points scored against him than he's actually scored, and he's got a 9-8 record. So I've told you, Mark, the 50%ers, you've managed to make it work for you. You're on a 2-game losing streak.
Yes.
Again, it's the 25%ers again this week because you have Mr. Aaron Rodgers sitting out, so you got Tom Brady back. But I think you're going to struggle again this week. We'll see how you do. You might be able to make a run in the last couple of weeks and make it in, but I think it's going to be tight.
No, my opinion is that that fantasy football revolves around roster adjustments. You have to adjust. You know, there's the initial phase of the first 3 weeks and draft. There's the middle phase that takes us right about to this time, and then there's those, player comes out of nowhere, and becomes a star. But I feel that Mark's been a little bit too hard-headed here. He should have been open to trading Tom Brady last week, Aaron Rodgers this week, to not go at it 25%, to get a more well-rounded lineup, because now you're looking at Nash Titans, underdog, and the whole toilet division battle royale that they're maybe going to surpass. Surpass.
And also G.I. Joe. I mean, G.I. Joe's had a couple of bad week.
Fallen behind.
But like I said, his squad's back now. He's pretty much done with his bye week problems. And anybody who's got Chicago's defense, you may as well just pencil in 30 points at the get-go. It's like a head start every week.
I would have liked to seen him do some roster adjustments as well. Mind you, he is busy. I think he just went to a 10-day, 2-week tour in Mexico to work for his company. So puts him in a tough bind. And Tenacious T brings up the rear, and he's just made a monster trade today that gears more towards a toilet bowl fight. So that's taken care of. In the silver division, we see that it's
nip and tuck.
Half a game separating 3 teams. So Bada Bing, Underdog, and Nash Titans. And Nash Titans and Underdog have really brought the fight to Bing. And this is going to be a fight right to week 13 when there's intra-division.
Well, again, and the both Underdog and Nash Titans have the matchup advantage over you in your division. Like I said, they both got a 5-1 division record, and you've got a 3-3. So they are playing well in their division. They're getting the wins against the people in their division, which obviously helps. So, like I said, Rob's going to have to turn that round if he's going to want to keep those wins and get an advantage over those guys in their division.
Easy answer to that, no problem. I'm pulling the plug on Paul making selections when it comes to my games. He will not be allowed to make any selections because he seems to be jinxing me.
Well, the only thing I can say that it isn't the plug; it's still the horseshoe, and it's firstly.
No, there's no horseshoe.
It's still wedged up his ass. We'll see what happens.
I think you can make a case for Scorpions having a bit of a horseshoe, and a couple other guys. But
well, Nick, all I can say is it's obviously quality management player. I mean, everybody's gone through bye week problems, and you've managed to come out smiling. So good for you.
Moving on to the Battle Royale division.
Toilet division. Here we go. Jukes up. Ready to go.
Punch Out, who seem to be, in my opinion, in cruise control mode, ready to go for not only division win, but actually a top 2 seed. Now is back into a major fight with Dogs Bullocks, who is struggling though this week with Robert RG3.
Yes, I've got a couple of bye weeks. I've got Morris, I've got Trent Richardson out, so I do have a few bye week issues. I was actually looking forward to my matchups against Deadheads. I'm thinking, you know what, I'm liking that. But Deadheads scored like a demon. In the first matchup, he's on 42 points already. So I'm coming from the behind. My guy got like 3 points. So it's he has a little bit of a head start, but I'm coming back, Mark. I'm coming at you. We'll see how we do.
I got to say, I'm sorry, but I don't like it. I think that also I think you needed to be more proactive. And I'm not about trading RG3. He's to me untradeable, but to maybe be more open to pursue Trent Richardson or some other guys, and get what you could out of everybody else, and get a price war between other guys to see what the best deal you can get.
Like I said, this is the proof of the pudding is going to be at the end of the
Absolutely.
playoff run.
Absolutely.
We're going to see how we're situated. I've kind of rode the guys I've wanted.
You got to make it first.
Wanted to get to the position. I said if I didn't lose the 4 games and the 2 bad matchups, I got 2 wins last week. I'll touch wood on that one. And if I can squeeze 1 win out of this week, then I know that I've got a nice run towards the playoffs, and I'm looking forward to that. But hey, if I go 2 down, it might be too much of a gap. We'll have to wait and see.
And I want to say that last week, Thunder Buddies, who in my opinion looked like he was going to get the 2 wins, especially since he was beating the tough punch out. But in his other game, Thunder Buddies, where is it? He lost. He lost to Scorpions at 138-131. So that was a very, very costly loss. And had he won that, we would have been in a big fight. He's still in,
Yeah.
but a little bit on. He's
Well,
on the
like I
outside
said,
looking.
Again, you look at the division scoring. You've got the number 1 scorer. That's Matt. 2, 3, 6, 3. You got the number 3 scorer. That's me. 2, 3, 4, 5. We've been banging the points out, playing people. But you look at the points against. He's got 2,200 points scored against him. I've got nearly 2,300 points scored against me. And as you said, it's the matchups week to week.
Yep.
You play those top guys. You don't have your best week, and it's enough to put you down. And that's just the way it goes. Every division has had to go through those things, but it seems noticeable in that division. You've got a ton of points scored, but you look, and there's been a whack of points scored against them. So, hey, there's still 3 weeks left. There's time to turn it around. Let's keep on banging away.
And what can you say about Haggis? But this is
See these fingers, Haggis? You see them? You got 1 in every pie. There's the problem, okay? Who ate all the pies? We'll discuss that when we get to the games. Don't worry about it.
But I feel he's making us dizzy with all his trades and all his moves. He's entertaining the crap out of everybody. And as for the main goal out of all of this, I think his main goal, as he told me on the phone, was that he wanted to make sure that he could try to make...
He's the number 1 seed in the toilet bowl. I think that's his direction.
No.
I've checked out some of the work he's done, and I'm thinking you're in a fine position to make it to the number 1.
No, he said specifically, so I get this on record, that his main goal was to make as many trades as possible, as long as they were with not involving Larry. So no trades with Larry, as long
that
as...
seems to have worked, yeah.
So, Larry, in case you think people are trying to avoid you...
Yeah. Actually, I'd just like to make this one point. I did speak to Chris earlier today. I think it was around about 2:56 in the afternoon. And I'd actually listened to a little bit of talk that Chris had made with me, and I'd mentioned a few things myself. And I said, okay, Chris, I am going to mention something when I do the preview show tonight. And here it is. Rob, I'd just like to congratulate you. At 2:56 today, I said it seems as if Rob has managed to trade his way into winning this league yet again. Are you listening to me, Haggis? Well done. Through your expert managerial skills, I think you've managed to surpass yourself. You trade away Ryan Matthews, and 2 days later, you trade back from him and pay a higher price than you did. So I think that's impressive. You sold him low, and you bought him back high. So I hope that pans out for you. And I just said it, 2:56. 10th of November 2012, Rob's just traded and managed to make himself the number 1 choice to win this whole thing again. I've said it.
And I get picked on again, so what can I say?
No. How can you be picked on, Rob? Rob, I've just said you've traded and managed to win again. You've done this successfully for 10 years.
And
I can't not you. You are the guru of this sport.
I told you off camera before that this is a deal that we actually had previously last week.
Absolutely.
And the only thing that would have been different was Antonio Brown was going last week, and now Deshaun Jackson went. So somehow we got off track earlier in the week with Ryan Matthews, because I asked him about Ryan Matthews, and we did the deal in 3 minutes. And then today I asked about
So basically
today's deal took 5 minutes.
The 3-minute trade, Tom didn't feel he got value of the Riemann he was getting, so he came back today and got the Riemann finished off. So well done, Tom. You enjoyed yourself. Rob's smiling here. Everybody's happy. So it's all good.
I just want to say, Tom, if in that ESPN league of yours, if I can trade for Demaryius Thomas, I'd be happy. That way I can have them all 3 leagues. I like to have the same guys.
No problems. He said he can give up Jennings and maybe Brown, but you might not want Brown, so I don't know.
So let's move on to the scoreboard and this week's previews.
Yep, absolutely.
Given that I'm not sure if there was anything outstanding in pickups.
I don't. Well, I didn't even make any, so I don't know whether you moved for anything.
There was actually a shocking amount of guys. There was like about 6, 7 guys that got picked in there, but they're all
low value guys that I noticed.
Yeah, nothing.
The only move I made is I dropped one of my 3 kickers. It's quite impressive. I had 3 kickers in week 9, and I managed to drop one of those, and I've put Danny Amadillo back from injured reserve and back onto my bench. So we will see if he actually plays this week, or if he don't, well, we'll see. But I'm not carrying 3 kickers, just so you know. I don't want people to be taking the piss out of me saying, what's Paul got 3 kickers for?
Let's go to game 1. Game 1, Scorpions Haggis.
Don't even need to look. Scorpions Haggis, win for Scorpion. Don't even need to look at the lineups.
I'm gonna
look at that. That's me looking straight at the camera. Don't even need to look at the lineup.
I'm going to give it to Scorpions.
Okay. Even after that trade, that's impressive.
Game 2, Tenacious T and Punch Out.
Hello. Yeah, this is a real battle royale. Tenacious T, Chris, I think he's made some little good moves. I think he's definitely improved his team from where he was like 6 weeks ago. I think you're in a better position now. You've got some tough matchups. Matt, his lineup is a good squad.
I actually like the move that he made today. I think it strengthens him for the toilet bowl, and it was made obviously a move for that. So this is a good move for Matt, that he wants to go for the win this week. So Matt gets the win, and good move for Chris long term.
Chris, Matt, your team is freaking awesome. The only thing I can say about you is you actually drafted a great team and you've made a couple of tweaks and got an excellent team. Okay, unlike Rob. Rob does it the opposite way. He doesn't really worry about the draft, but by heck, he works
draft a good team.
All 13 weeks of the season he works, and I tell you what, his lineup is very nice too right now, I tell you. I wouldn't mind having either of them. Either of them.
Let's go quicker.
Certainly.
G.I. Joe and Underdog.
Battle Royale. I'm going to give it to Underdog. Underdog, I like the way that you've been, what you've been doing. The running backs, I think I like them. I like the situation you're in. I'm going to give it to you. I think it's a tough game. G.I. Joe has the Chicago Bears, and I think that's his 30-point advantage straight away. But I still like you this week. There's my pick.
I'm going to go with G.I. Joe. I haven't been a fan of G.I. Joe, but his whole Atlanta guys going up against New Orleans, I think Matt Ryan explodes. And this game, by the way, is extremely important because this is a 10 and an 18 win. 10-team win for Underdog, 8-team win for G.I. Joe. 2 guys battling for playoffs. So, key game.
G.I. Joe gets a couple of wins. That division, he's pretty much...
Our first difference, I picked Joe and you picked...
25%ers. Again, I'm not going to analyze your team too much. Nash's Titan for the win. Good on you, Curtis.
Ditto for me. Next, we got Bada Bing Thunder Buddies. We can't pick this game.
Yes, Paul
can post whatever he wants.
Yes, he can. We're Bada Bing for the win.
I bypassed it.
So he's scratching this game. I'm taking Bada Bing. I love it.
I'm not picking.
I win either way. If Bada Bing goes down, he didn't make a pick anyway.
I'm not picking.
Love it.
And here's payback, because the next game it comes to talk about is Deadhead against Doug's Bollocks. And this is a shoe-in, 110% if such a thing exists. Deadheads for the win.
You heard
Deadheads for the win. So, and Mark, you were passed by yesterday, and I told you I was picking you as long as you got that kicker. And I hope that you got that kicker tonight and you stick him in the lineup. So that this is a win for you.
Deadheads, I think you had an excellent performance on Thursday night. But unfortunately, I think that was the highlight of your week. So I'll give you kudos for that Thursday night whooping that you played on me. But I'm afraid now it's time for the big boys to step in. Doug's Bollocks is stepping up to the plate, and we're going to go ape shit on you. And I'm hoping I can come back from like a 40-point deficit. But I'm going to be trying. I need that win.
Are you picking yourself?
I'm picking myself.
Okay, so that's the second difference, Mark. And here's this, since this is for only entertainment purposes. Deadheads for a double win. Down goes Scorpions.
Ooh, that is.
And Nick?
That's sharp right there.
Because you're the best team. 13 wins. You're going down, buddy. Down.
We'll see about that. Because I'm picking the Scorpions for another win. Sorry, Deadheads. I did, like I said, I was hoping you were going to get a win this week, but I can't let you have my win. And I like Scorpions too much. So you're going down. 2 games lost.
Next on the board is a game again we're not talking about is Tenacious T against Bing. So another bypass.
You know what, Chris? Just for the hell of it, I'm going to pick Bada Bing for the win. There you go.
And I'm not making a pick. So, Mark, you want to challenge it out where you want to write it? I don't care.
No problems. Just put them down as a no pick, so you can't win anything.
No pick.
If I get 2 wins, I get ahead. And if Rob loses twice, I still get a heads. I love it.
Next on board is G.I. Joe and Punch
Oh,
Out.